What's up, good people? Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. I hope everybody's having a great Thirsty Thursday. You see what I'm doing? I'm rubbing some butt. I am getting my pork shoulders ready for smoking tomorrow. These bad boys right here, oh my goodness. I can't wait till we have our barbecue with all of my great friends, followers, fans, enemies, whoever. Look at this. I've got eight of these. Look at that. Woo! 8 of these babies getting ready to go to FedEx Field, where we're going to have, hopefully, the Dallas Cowboys and Dak Prescott getting his 4th NFC East championship, the most since since Troy Aikman. Yeah. It's like that. So, it's been a busy day because I've actually got my new griddle, my 36-inch griddle out there, up on high and curing the top on it. You got to go ahead and get it hot as possible, and then you put the oil on it. I can't remember the name of the damn oil, but it's a high heat oil, cooking oil, and you put that on there. It basically it adheres to the metal, so that way it makes it basically non-stick. You let that heat up again for about another 10 minutes, and you do it again. And what happens is you're putting up layers onto that, which will cure it, so stuff won't stick to it like it's a non-stick pan. And I love using the griddle. So when we're cooking burgers and warming up meats and everything else, and getting ready for this tailgate. The Dallas Cowboys have a problem. They have a problem that a lot of teams wish they had. It's a money problem. And that money problem is they have 3 guys that they have to pay. Now, people keep, going crazy. Oh my God, they got to pay CD Lamb. Oh, they got to pay Dak. They got to pay Micah. Yeah, because they got some great players that are having incredible seasons. Right now, here's what's cool. If you think that that's a problem, then you don't understand. Cowboys ain't got no problems. You have arguably the best quarterback in the NFC. That's what some people are saying right now, as much as they like to trash the Dallas Cowboys and Dak Prescott. Right? The Giants, for example, they had to pay Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones wasn't anywhere near the top of the NFC quarterbacks. But he still got paid $40 million. And right at this moment, they're talking about, do we draft somebody else? Or do we stick with Danny Dollar Store, who is going to be recovering from an ACL? So he's on the Kyler Murray plan right now. Yeah. You got CD Lamb, who, just imagine this for a second here. CD, look at that. Do you see all that? CD Lamb, this is what's amazing. This is freaking insane. For 3 games, okay, see the first 5 games, CD Lamb had 1 game with over 100 yards. 3 of those games, he had less than 54. And that's when we looked at the offense and we said, what the hell is this crap that Mike McCarthy is running? Because it looked antiquated. It looked really, really antiquated, okay? And it wasn't until after the bye week that they changed what they were doing. That Mike McCarthy literally changed the offense. We went from, I just want to run the damn ball, to letting Dak be Dak, which was challenging the ball down the field. In which case, CeeDee Lamb had 3 games with over 150 yards and has been an absolute positive beast. He's only 69 yards behind Tyreek Hill. He actually was way in the rearview mirror of A.J. Brown, who A.J. Brown at one point was on track for 2,000 yards. What if the Dallas Cowboys had this offense the whole season? He would have broken the 2,000 barrier mark. You can look and you can say, at worst case, that he's the number 2 wide receiver in the NFL, behind Tyreek Hill. You can arguably say that. In fact, it's so crazy because you got CeeDee Lamb, who's over 1,600 yards, Dallas Cowboys team record, and receptions at 122. And he's 1,000 yards higher than the next guy on the team. So clearly teams had to try and stop him. Hold on, I gotta go. Come over here, come on outside with me. Come outside with me here, because I don't want to burn down the house. Because I'm multitasking here. See, we have this is our new baby here. Because we got so many people we got to feed. We got a new griddle here. We got 6 extra inches. 6 extra inches gives us more meats. I can put a full sub on here if I want to do a whole Reuben sub on here. So when you come to FedEx Field, you're going to come there hungry. But you're going to go away fed. Okay. So we'll let that heat up. See, it's turning black. See, it was like bright shiny metal when I started. It's turning black, which is what you want to see. Oh man, this is we're gonna be cooking burgers on here. We're gonna be cooking glizzies on here. We're gonna feast. We're gonna feast. Okay, so let me go back in here. Oops. Okay, so you got CeeDee Lamb, who is definitely a top 2 wide receiver. Okay? Then you have, I know you're drooling right now. I know you're drooling. You know, y'all people may hate me, but I tell you what, you'd love to have some of my barbecue. You would love to have. What we're going to do at the Red Brick House, here's what I'm going to do. Because that place is old, a lot of y'all don't know what a summer kitchen is. But what they used to do, because there's no air conditioning, I know that's kind of crazy for a lot of y'all to understand that houses didn't have AC. But they had what were called summer kitchens, which was like a separate building from the house. And I'm going to do this where it's going to be like walls on 3 sides and like, you know, basically like a pavilion. And I'm going to make it a summer kitchen. I'm going to find me an old wood burning cast iron stove to go in there. I'm going to build a brick smoker so we can smoke meats in there. I'm actually going to put a sink in there too so we can keep hot water and wash your hands and make sure nobody gets sick. And we'll be able to do like community barbecues, like big barbecues. And if people want to come through on the weekend and get some Jobu barbecue, they can come in and get some Jobu barbecue. Or if we want to do a cater event, we can cater an event. Because that's what we do with Jobu Sports. All right, so you got those 2. So you got Dak, who you got to pay. And I know that there's some of you, Derek, out there that say you can't pay Dak. But quite frankly, with his cap number being $59 million, if you go ahead and get him a new contract, you'll actually reduce that cap number and you'll have money to be able to pay some of the other guys. See, that's where people don't seem to understand how the system works. Jalen Hurts' cap number, I think, was only $8 million this year, even though he's getting $250 million. Getting $51 million a year. His cap number is only like $8 million. And that's what you do when you sign those guys. And then you got CD. You'll be able to do him. Then you got Micah. Micah in the conversation for Defensive Player of the Year. Yeah. Defensive Player of the Year. So the Cowboys' problem is they got to pay some great players. Do you see the problem there? I don't. But there's a lot of people out there that are making it out to be, it's the word, oh my God, we got to pay that. You got to pay him because he's good. It's not a problem. Understand that. And you get what you pay for. Another thing right there. All right, good people, I got to put foil on all this stuff and get the meats put away so they can tenderize and flavor themselves tonight before they go in the smoker for 18 hours. Because we're going to put them to sleep. We're going to sleep in there. Yeah. And then we're going to be eating some delicious 4-foot long, 4 of them, barbecue subs. I'm Mark Holmes, and I appreciate y'all.